Welcome to This Week in Astrology. This is episode number 627 for June 1 through 15, 2023. A Sagittarius full moon with 3 aspect patterns and Pluto retrograding into Capricorn highlight the first half of June. There are also powerful aspect patterns, including a financially auspicious mystic rectangle, a mentally empowering kite, and a Thor's hammer that supports trauma healing. This episode is sponsored by my book, the #1 Amazon bestseller called Instant Divine Assistance, your complete guide to fast and easy spiritual awakening, healing, and more. Just go to Amazon and search for Instant Divine Assistance or click the link in the show notes. Be sure to get the one authored by Benjamin Bernstein. There are some counterfeit copies starting to show up. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm your host, Benjamin Bernstein. I record these forecasts as an audio podcast and a video, so take your pick. The video version includes detailed chart graphics, which you can also see in my written forecasts at astroshaman.com. Be sure to subscribe to This Week in Astrology in your preferred app. And if you have not already, be sure to click the link in the show notes for 2 chances to win a free Astrology Plus session with me each month. As of June 1st, the moon is waxing, Pluto is retrograde through October 10th, and we have 5 continuing aspect patterns. See details and links to all this in the show notes. Let's get on to our days. Friday, June 2nd, it's easier to receive and express your inspired creativity with Venus trine Neptune, Venus 27 Cancer, Neptune 27 Pisces. This harmonious aspect can also help you more easily blend with other people, the world around you, and your own divine consciousness. You might even get some financial inspiration. On Saturday, June 3rd, our headline event, Sagittarius Full Moon with 3 aspect patterns. A full moon illuminates the sky at 11:42 p.m. EDT. That's at 13 degrees, 18 minutes Sagittarius. Any Sagittarius full moon is great for release or adjustment in a variety of areas. You can dive more deeply into higher education, formal or self-guided as a student. You can also bless others as a professor, philosopher, guru, or other wisdom giver. Sagittarius rules foreign travel. This could mean a physical excursion, but with today's technologies, other countries and cultures can easily come to you. Do you crave a deeper understanding of life? Sagittarius rules religion, philosophy, and life's meaning. Are you living life as a quest or adventure? Sagittarius would love it if you did. And are you experiencing enough celebration, euphoria, and enthusiasm? These are Sagittarius's most joyful expressions. Endlessly expansive Sagittarius is the sign most likely to overdo things, so be careful not to put too many irons in the fire. Sagittarius can also believe it has the one true way, even when it doesn't, so don't succumb to street corner preacher syndrome. Aspects. This full moon makes a huge number of aspects. It connects to 8 of the 13 other celestial bodies I use in my interpretations. Fortunately, all these aspects are part of 3 aspect patterns. To keep things manageable, I'll interpret these aspects with these patterns in mind. A hard rectangle is bordered by 45-degree semisquares and 135-degree sesquares. It also includes 2 oppositions. Since all the aspects are hard or semi-hard, it tends to bring up challenging situations. This hard rectangle is the strongest full moon aspect pattern, both because of its tight aspects and its planetary lineup. It contains the moon, sun, Venus, and Pluto. If you experience relationship challenge, consider following the conflict resolution process described in Marshall Rosenberg's Nonviolent Communication book. For healing old traumas that such conflicts stir up, I recommend my free, field-tested healing invocation. You can learn about that by going to astroshaman.com. On the menu bar, there's the words Instant Divine Assistance. Click that, and it will give you a free short course link to my course that covers the healing invocation, the embodied awakening invocation, and how to integrate them into a daily practice. You can also just click the link in the show notes for that. This hard rectangle can also bring life-affirming energy to relationships. Pluto's influence can help you be more honest, authentic, and psychologically transparent. He can also bring passion to sexual relationships and help you experience the heightened bliss of soul-blended sacred sex. Venus's placement in Cancer can help you open your heart more completely. Venus also represents money, while Pluto can bring financial feast or famine. Stay alert to lucrative opportunities while exercising careful due diligence before making any investment or commitment. Creativity is another Venus theme. It can be empowered by Pluto and expanded by the Sagittarius moon. The Gemini sun encourages variety in your artistic expression and also supports writing. The simplest full moon aspect pattern is a T-square, with Saturn making right angles to the luminaries. Saturn's squares to the sun and moon are loose, more than 6 degrees, so this aspect pattern's effects are limited. Saturn might create delays, detours, or roadblocks that affect your full moon goals. With Saturn in Pisces, you have enhanced access to your intuition. Use it to determine if you should change course or if you're being tested to see if you can persevere enough to attain a worthy goal. Saturn's placement in Pisces can empower your law of attraction visualization and manifestation work. I have a link to the law of attraction post that I wrote in my show notes. This placement is also ideal for achieving and maintaining embodied awakening. This full moon's third and final aspect pattern is a kite with the luminaries Juno, Pallas Athena, and Chiron. As with the T-square, wide aspects limit its influence. The most obvious theme of this kite is relationship healing. Juno represents committed partnerships, Chiron represents healing, and Pallas Athena invites you to use an assertive approach that's also well-crafted and diplomatic. I once again recommend Marshall Rosenberg's globally proven nonviolent communication method. This kite is a harmonious aspect pattern and can make relationship healing easier, but don't expect a cakewalk. For the best outcome, you and your partner should come to this process with the most effective methods possible, as well as a willingness to unflinchingly face your personal traumas. This kite can also help you share your wisdom or healing gifts with others. Also on Saturday, June 3rd, a financially auspicious mystic rectangle started on May 26, peaks today, and ends on June 11th. This harmonious aspect pattern focuses on Venus, the ruler of money. It also includes Ceres, the asteroid goddess who rules harvest and abundance. Pluto supports wealth and power, while Neptune encourages you to clearly envision what you want to manifest. Venus also rules connections with others, so this mystic rectangle can also bring flow, inspiration, and abundance to your relationships. If any relationship healing is needed, it can proceed with more ease and harmony. If a relationship is sexual, the enhanced ecstasy of light body blending is supported. Venus also rules creativity, while Neptune rules divine inspiration, so artists of all kinds can use this aspect pattern to strongly and smoothly partner with their muse. On Sunday, June 4th, ready to take your learning, thinking, teaching, and writing to the next level? A mentally empowering kite wants to help you. It includes Mercury, Ceres, Neptune, and Pluto. It starts today on June 4th, peaks on the 10th, and ends on the 14th. Mercury is the planet of all things mental. Neptune adds divine inspiration, Pluto adds power, and Ceres can help you reap a bountiful harvest from your mental efforts. Also on Sunday, June 4th, there's a week of enhanced support for trauma healing thanks to a Thor's hammer that starts today, June 4th, peaks on the 7th, and ends on the 10th. It includes the Sun, Pluto, and the South Node. Pluto and the South Node at the rear of this aspect pattern both represent unhealed psychological wounds. The Sun represents the core of your identity, and its placement in Gemini can help you focus your mind on this important shadow work. Because of the great onion of consciousness, psychological healing automatically deepens your spiritual awakening. You can think of your unhealed traumas as dark layers around the bright core of your awakened higher self. Every layer you peel reveals more of its magnificent light to your human self. My free healing invocation is a quick and simple technique that has helped thousands accelerate their psychological healing. I've already told you how to get to that. Pluto also offers abundant wealth and power, while the South Node contains the wonderful gifts and talents you develop throughout life. Be sure to maximize these wonderful Thor's hammer opportunities. What happens when the planet of human mind conjoins the planet of divine mind? It's easier than ever to receive intuitive hits from your inner guidance. These flashes of insight are the most trustworthy information a human can receive and are generated by today's Mercury-Uranus conjunction at 20 degrees Taurus. This aspect can also help your thinking be more brilliant and original. With both planets in Taurus, you can hold and develop these thoughts with greater depth and persistence. I'll be right back with a peaking Grand Cross, Pluto retrograding into Capricorn, and more. Ayahuasca and shamanism are highlighted in my Medicine Girl podcast appearance. In this in-depth interview, host Robin Stebbins and I discuss the benefits of plant medicines, how to choose a shaman, ceremony work, and why we continue to work with the plants. Plus, later in the episode, I lead Robin and you through my embodied awakening invocation. I'm honored that Robin invited me to appear on episode 53 of her wonderful podcast called Medicine Girl, A Guide to Ultimate Health Freedom. This episode lasts 59 minutes. Look for this episode of the Medicine Girl podcast in your favorite podcast app or use the link in the show notes. One other quick announcement. Earlier, I mentioned my #1 best-selling book, Instant Divine Assistance, your complete guide to fast and easy spiritual awakening, healing, and more. So far, it's received 121 ratings on Amazon, and 86% are 5-star. And the reviews keep on coming. I'm delighted to share this new 5-star Amazon review from Brittany Beeson titled, "It Works." She says, "I used EFT, emotional freedom technique, for almost 2 years. While it did help me, working with my higher self to heal and manifest has proven to be faster and much more powerful. I tried the invocation on my own and experienced my higher self right away. I now practice this every day, and I look forward to continue healing and growing. Try the invocations for yourself, and you'll see what I mean. What have you got to lose except layers of baggage? Happy healing, everyone." Thanks for that wonderful review, Brittany. The ebook is only $3.99 and included with Kindle Unlimited, and the paperback is only $12.99. I have links to the book in the show notes. Or you can just go to Amazon, as I said earlier, and search for Instant Divine Assistance. Be sure to get the one with Benjamin Bernstein as the author. Now, back to the forecast. On Wednesday, June 7th, the Sun-Pluto South Node Thor's hammer that started on June 4th peaks today on the 7th and ends on the 10th. On Thursday, June 8th, Venus is the focal point of a powerful Grand Cross that started on May 29th, peaks today on June 8th, and ends on June 16th. This potent aspect pattern also includes Jupiter, Pluto, and the lunar nodes. First, it's important to note that, except for its final 5 days, this Grand Cross overlaps the Venus-focused mystic rectangle that peaked on June 3rd. Plus, a Venus-Pluto opposition appears in both aspect patterns. So, this Grand Cross partners with and amplifies the power of the mystic rectangle, which I discussed earlier in this episode. In the Grand Cross, Jupiter amplifies Venus's previously described financial, relational, and creative potentials. The lunar nodes amplify your financial possibilities and encourage you to act in alignment with your life purpose. Pluto plays the same role as in the mystic rectangle. Venus entered Leo on June 5th, so she's in that sign during most of this Grand Cross. This gives extra support if you're doing anything that involves leadership, performance, or play. On Saturday, June 10th, the Mercury Ceres Neptune Pluto Kite that started on June 4th peaks today on the 10th and ends on the 14th. Also on Saturday, June 10th, today's Neptune Ceres opposition, Neptune 28 Pisces, Ceres 28 Virgo, can give you the divine inspiration you need to achieve greater abundance and help you more easily visualize prosperity using the law of attraction. It can also help you call in divine assistance to help you with any psychological healing you choose to do. For more on that technique that's helped thousands do this more quickly and easily, check out my free healing invocation. And yes, I know that's the 3rd time I've mentioned it in this forecast. On Sunday, June 11th, Pluto retrogrades into Capricorn. The biggest astrological event of 2023 was Pluto entering Aquarius back on March 23rd. Pluto will spend about 20 years in Aquarius and will profoundly influence the next 2 decades. But, as we see with today's event, Pluto is not locking into Aquarius right away. Today, June 11th, he retrogrades back into Capricorn for 7 months, then returns to Aquarius on January 20 of 2024 through August 31st of 2024. Then, Pluto will retrograde into Capricorn one last time for 2.5 months before locking into Aquarius for 18 and a half years. That'll be mid-November 2024 through early March of 2043. So the news today isn't really so much about Pluto retrograding into Capricorn, which he entered way back in 2008. It's that Pluto is gradually settling into his long-term residency in Aquarius. You can learn more about that by clicking the link in the show notes. Also, on Sunday, June 11th, anything to do with relationships, creativity, and finances can be amplified by today's Venus-Jupiter square. Venus 6 Leo, Jupiter 6 Taurus. With Venus in Leo, you can also step proudly into the spotlight with your creativity. Also, learn fast and easy tools for awakening, healing, and more, gain wisdom from enlightening guests, and enjoy mind-bending ayahuasca stories. It's all on my Awaken, Heal, and Thrive podcast. New episodes drop around the 9th and 23rd of each month. Check out the latest episode called When Ignorance is Best. Click the link in the show notes or search for Awaken, Heal, and Thrive wherever you get audio or video podcasts. The events in my Awakening Plus online membership range from bubble bath gentle to shamanically intense. They support your individual healing and awakening as well as global spiritual awakening. We also have community-focused events where members ask questions and connect with each other. Not a member yet? Join one of our free events. 2 calls are open to the public each month. Experience how Awakening Plus can accelerate your personal evolution. Hundreds of satisfied members make up our supportive online community. Would this be a good fit for you? As of June 2023, Awakening Plus members receive these exclusive benefits. At least 9 of our monthly Zoom events are members only. Some members attend lots of events, while some don't do any. Many members prefer to experience our events when it's best for them, choosing from an archive of over 550 life-transforming experiences. Amazingly, the recorded events are just as powerful as the live ones. We even have an easy-to-use best of guide to help you choose the event that will help you most right now. There's 3 major courses so far, with more coming, a Members Helping Members service. You can pair up with an accountability partner if you wish. You get constant support from the Awakening Plus group energy field, and that's not even all the benefits. Click the link in the show notes to learn more, or go to awakeningplus.com. That's awakening, Plus.com. Thank you so much for being here. Once again, I'm Benjamin Bernstein with astroshaman.com. I can serve you with astrology readings, shamanic healing, and one-of-a-kind life coaching. All my one-on-one services are equally effective in person or long distance. I also offer an unbeatable price on SolarFire, the #1 astrology software for Windows. And as I mentioned, I run the Awakening Plus online membership for spiritual support. You can learn about all this and more at astroshaman.com. Please reach out if you have any questions. My email is benjamin@astroshaman.com, and my number for voice and text is 828-338-9852. I'd love to connect with you. We are wrapping up. Please leave me a 5-star rating, review, or comment wherever you're getting this episode, so others who also love astrology and spirituality can find it. And be sure to check out my book and my Awaken, Heal, and Thrive podcast. Thanks again for spending this time with me. I wish you infinite blessings as the stars light your way.